Hello everyone! So this is Teacher Jenny again at nandito naman ako para i-discuss sa inyo ang ating lesson number 7 for third quarter ng Mathematics grade 7. So this is all about circles. Okay? So kung mapapansin nyo, ano ba ang makikita nyong circle sa inyong paligid? Now, for our most essential learning competency, we have here at the end of this lesson, the students will be able to illustrate a circle and the terms related to it. So what are those terms? So we have the radius, diameter, center, arc, chord, central angle, and inscribed angle. Now, for our objectives at the end of this lesson, the students should be able to, first is for you to define circle, identify the terms related to circle, and last is to illustrate a circle in terms related to it. Now, let's define circle muna. Ano nga ba ang circle? So we have here the definition of a circle, which is the set of all points in a plane having a fixed distance from a fixed point called the center. So ang circle daw ay set ng maraming points. Ayan, kung mapapansin nyo, yung red na yan, those are set of all points na nagdikit-dikit lang. So maraming points yan. Okay? It consists of many points. Having a fixed distance from our fixed point here, which is what we call the center. Okay, so meaning to say, yung mga points dyan, set of all points dyan, yan ay merong fixed distance or pare-pareho yung distansya niya from our fixed point na tinatawag nating center. Okay? Next. So we have the list of words that are related to circle. So we have radius, diameter, chord, arc, and central angle. So iisa-isahin natin yung mga yan mamaya. So let's talk about center muna. Ano nga ba ang center ng ating circle? So if you can observe in our figure here on the left, so masasabi natin that this circle has a center of A. Tama? Yung gitna niya, fixed point natin. So we have the definition of the center is this is the fixed point on the circle. And in this figure, we have the center A. And using this center, we can give the name of our circle as circle A. Next, so we have here the next term, which is a radius. So in our given figure, as you can see, I have here the line segment AB. And guys, this is a radius. Now, if we have two or more radius, we call that as radii. Now, we have here line segment AB. So, ano mapapansin natin sa AB? This line segment, nasa ng kanyang endpoint. So, the first endpoint ay nasa center itself and the other one is on the circle itself. So, meaning to say we can define radius as this is a line segment from the center, simulado sa center, to any point on the circle. Okay? So, from the center to any point on the circle. So, meaning to say, if I have here A, I can have radius here. Let's name it C. So, I have another radius, AC. Okay? From the center to another point or any point on the circle itself. So, in this figure, we have radius AB. Next, we have this what we call the diameter. So in diameter naman, so we have here the figure again, and I have here line segment CD. At ano mapapansin nyo sa CD natin? In our line segment CD, nasan ang kanyang endpoints? Nasa circle itself. At kung mapapansin nyo, dumaan siya sa ating center. Okay, na CA. Now, we can define diameter as line segment that passes through the center of the circle and whose endpoints lie on the circle. Okay? Line segment daw siya na dumaan sa ating center at yung kanyang dalawang endpoint ay nasa circle. Now, this line segment or diameter ay matatawag din natin siya na chord. Okay? Chord siya that passes through the center of the circle. At mamaya, madidiscuss natin kung ano yung chord. This diameter is twice of the radius. Bakit? Diba kanina ang sabi natin, radius is a line segment from the center to any point on the circle. So, meaning to say, meron tayong dalawang radius. Yung mahabang line segment na yan, diameter. So, meaning to say, that is twice the radius. Okay? So, for example, I have the radius of 3 centimeter. Meaning to say, the other radius there is 3 centimeter. So, what is our diameter? Diameter There. So we have 6 centimeter as our diameter because it's twice the radius. Okay? Next. So in this figure, we have the diameter CD. And then we have this chord, yan. Ano naman ang ating chord? So in this figure, we have here considered two chord. Okay, so we have chord EF and chord CD. Bakit? So the definition of chord is this is a line segments joining 2 points on the circle. So any line segment na nag-join ng 2 points on the circle, for example, the endpoint is on the circle and the other is on the circle, di ba? Same thing with this diameter. So, ang endpoints nila ay nasa circle mismo. So, that's what we call the chord. So, therefore, diameter is also a chord. Okay? And then we have two chords here. We have chords CD, EF. Okay, ngayon naman let's talk about arc. So ano nga ba ang arc? So we have here the given circle A and we have the definition of arc which is a portion of a circle. So sabi natin, ang arc daw is just a portion of a circle. So for example, in this given circle, yung mga portion na tinutukoy natin ay ito. Yan, portion lang yan ng circle. Another one is this one. Okay? So arc could be a semicircle. So, an arc that is half of a circle. So, ibig sabihin, kalahati daw ng ating circle. So, ano-ano yung mga yon? So, we have two semicircle in this circle. So, we have first is yung GH or HG. So, we have arc, GH, or HG. Paano natin siya i-denote? So, GH, tapos meron tayong arc doon sa taas. Okay? Another one is, we have GBH, or pwede namang arc HBG. And then, if we have semicircle, we have this minor arc. So, this is an arc that is shorter than semicircle. So, ang minor arc naman daw natin is an arc which is shorter than the semicircle. So, ano-ano yung mga arc na yun? So, we have arc BG. Yan. Kasi mas maliit siya sa semicircle, tama? Or arc GB. So, pwede magkabaligtad. Another one is arc BH. Okay? Or arc HB. So, if we have minor arc, we have this major arc. Pag major arc naman, this is an arc that is longer than semicircle. Mas malaki daw sa ating semicircle. So, ano yon? In this given circle, we have one major arc, and that is arc GHB. Ayan, pag ganun. This is a major arc, tama? If you're gonna take a look in this arc, this is more than or longer than our semicircle. And then we can also name this as BHG. Next is, we're done with arc. Let's talk about the central angle. So, nakita natin angle. So, it talks about angle. Ano naman yung central angle? So, in this given figure, we have here angle GAB and that is considered a central angle. Bakit? Central angle is an angle whose sides are two radii of the circle and whose vertex is the center of the circle. So, kung mapapansin nyo in this angle, ang kanyang sides ay yung ating radii. Tama? Yung radius AG and radius AB naging sides ng ating angle. Ang vertex ng ating angle ay yung center mismo ng ating circle, which is center A. So that's why we call this as central angle. So what is the name of our central angle? So we have angle GAB or angle BAG. Okay? And then last is we have the inscribed angle. Ano naman pag inscribed angle? In this given figure, kung mapapansin nyo, we have angle HJI or angle IJH. Tama? And we can define inscribed angle as angles whose vertex is on the circle and whose sides contain chords of the circle. So kung mapapansin nyo in this angle, ang kanyang vertex this time ay nasa circle mismo. Tama? On the circle itself. And then yung naging sides ng angle natin ay yung chord. So we have chord GH, one side of our angle, and another chord is JI. Okay, so meaning to say, those sides are the chord of the circle. So we have the inscribed angle HJI or IJH. So let's have this example. Using the figure at the right, let's try to identify the parts of the circle. Okay, so first is, this circle is circle P. Bakit? The center is P. Tama? And sabi ko kanina sa inyo, yung center ng ating circle, yun yung magiging pangalan ng circle natin. And we have center P, that's why this is called circle P. Now, what is the center of this circle P? Of course, we have P, point P. Okay, so that is the center. Now, which are the radii? Okay, radii, meaning to say there are more than one radius. And we have there PC, this line segment PC, line segment PA, and line segment PB. So those are the radii. Bakit? Ano ba ang radius? That is a line segment from the center going to any point on the circle. Okay? And the next is diameter. So we have one diameter which is CB or BC. Line segment CB or BC. This is a line segment that passes through our center or dumaan sa ating center P, and this is a chord kasi ang endpoint niya ay nasa circle itself. Okay? And then we have two chords. We have ED or DE, line segment ED, ED, and then line segment BC. Okay? Those are the chord. And then we have the arcs. Okay? So we have CA, that's a minor arc. AB, another minor arc. We have A, B, C, this is a major arc, and we have A, E, C, another major arc. And then we have CAB, this is a semicircle, correct? And then we have CEB, another semicircle. Okay? And then we have central angles which are CPA, ayan. Bakit? Sides of the angle are the radii of the circle. And then another is we have APB, central angle. The vertex is the center of the circle, and then the sides are the radii of the circle. Okay? Okay, now let's have this example number 2 wherein we need to illustrate circle B having these parts. Okay, so first is let's have our circle B. So we have their center B. So this is circle B. And then let's have this radius BC. Okay, so I have your line segment BC, wherein one endpoint is the center going to any point in the circle, which is point C. So we have a radius BC. Next is let's have diameter AD. So I have their line segment AD that passes through our center B. Okay, so that is diameter AD. Next is we have there chords ED and AD. So meron na akong chord dito na AD, which is the diameter because diameter is also a chord. So let's have the ED naman. Okay, so I have their line segment ED, a chord, which two endpoints are on the circle itself. And then, mamaya marirealize nyo, bakit kaya ganun yung chord ED natin? Okay, so let's have there the arcs. So, considering those parts na nagawa na natin, let's have arc DC, tingnan natin. Okay, so we have arc DC there, arc CA, arc AE, arc DCA, ayan, we have semicircle, and then DEA, okay, another semicircle. Okay, and then let's have the central angles. So we have two central angles na formed. First is angle ABC, ayan, central angle because the vertex is the center, and then we have the sides of the angle, which is the radius and another radius. And then we have there angle CBD, another central angle. Okay? Vertex is the center, and then we have the sides, which are the radii of the circle. And then the last is inscribed angle ADE. Yon. That's the reason why I put the chord ED here, so that meron tayong inscribed angle na ADE. Bakit siya inscribed angle, yung ating ADE? Because we have two sides of the angle are the chord of the circle, and the vertex is on the circle, which is point D. Okay? And then let's have this learning task number 2, which is using a compass, a ruler, and a protractor. You need to draw a circle having M as the center, radius MO of 3 cm, diameter OP of 6 cm, chord QR of 4 cm, angle OMS of 60 degrees. Okay, so please watch this video for this learning task.